Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today we are playing Entropia Universe. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be out killing some robots. So that's why I've got this sick bit of armor on here. You guys can see we've got some vigilante armor, so we're going to be headed out killing some robots and seeing if we can't get some good loot. So a while ago, sorry about that, one of you guys, I think it was, asked if I could take on some robots. I could kill some stuff that shoots. And I know it seemed like I might have ignored you, but I didn't. I kept that in the back of my head. And now that I've got a chance to do it, I decided to go out and make it happen. So we're going to be killing some warriors. These are slightly higher level robots. That guy probably recognized me and just sent me a PM. So I'll have to respond to him later. But yeah, we're going to go out and kill some higher level robots, which would be warriors. So we're Billy's spaceship Afterworld. That's just sort of up here. Generally, these warrior robots are going to be, if you head towards this robot ship, you're going to start to see them. Usually I see some in here, but I'm not seeing it now, so let's go around and sort of double back here. There's got to be some around here. I've just got to figure out where they are. That's sometimes the problem. Even if you know where the spawns are, they can be off by just a little bit. So there's always a little bit of hunting involved in hunting. Go figure, right? Yeah, it's not like it's not a spawn that moves the same as some of those like Emons or anything like that, but still you do have to do a little bit of tracking things down and figuring out where they are. And you can see this robot just appeared pretty far down on my radar, which means it's a pretty big one. So you got a level 22 warrior right there. Let's go ahead and take that thing out. First robot of the hunt. Let's see if we can do some good here. We're going out with 50 PEDs of ammunition, by the way, and I just realized, I messed up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So what we're going to do here, nice little handy trick here, we're going to open a vehicle inventory. We're just going to dump all of this junk into it. Oh wow, it all fits. I really didn't think that would happen. Cool, so now let's start hunting. And there's going to be a little bit of decay on my amplifier too. Let's account for that here first. Because sometimes people always call me out on that. I really don't mean to do it, but sometimes I do, and it makes these hunts look worse or better than they are. So yeah, we're going to pull about 4 PEDs of decay off that A203 when we go to do it. So let's go and do this. For those of you guys wondering, basically what happened was I was recording a video, got interrupted, I wasn't able to finish it, so that warrior hunt just sort of got scrapped. There wasn't too much good footage from it. The only problem is when I scrap some of these videos, it gets hard for me to remember what I said. So I'm not sure, like, when I'm doing these things, if I'm repeating myself with something I've said already, or repeating myself with something that I said and then deleted so you guys never heard it. That's one of the problems with the re-recording videos and re-recording audio and sort of this stream of thought type of thing that I do. There's a lot of times when you just end up sitting there wondering, like, did I say that already? And who did I say it to? Like, who is this going to be interesting for anybody or not really? So we've got that one there. We need to kill, and we need to kill that drone there. So what you want to do when you're hunting is you always want to take care of the things that are going to attack you at the worst possible moments, because if I didn't kill these guys now, what's going to happen is I'll be attacked by a warrior, and then everything's going to go to shit because I'm going to be attacked by all these little guys. And I'd rather not have that happen. Ooh. We got a Somato Azuro. So we got a little gun here. You can see that right here. Say, decent little gun. It's got a little bit of a markup to it, but not too much. You know, it is what it is. It's always cool to loot that stuff. That's one of the nice things about being a newer, well, not being a newer player, but hunting some of these newer level mobs. You loot a few more items from it. And a lot of people say that's because of the looter profession, right? So my looter profession right now is not very high because most of my skills, I got them before the looter profession was a thing. So the way it works and the way people have told me it works is basically whatever this looter profession is, like I'm looter profession level 5, so the best mobs I should be looting are probably level like 2 to 3. And I'm not going to do that because that's boring. But that's probably where I should be. It's just not where I am. I'm hunting these higher level things. So I'm more likely to get shrapnel and a lot of sort of stuff that you don't want. Stuff with low markup. Whereas someone who has, let's say, maybe a level, if you're a level, what is this, level 22? So 22, usually they say plus 5 levels. So like, if you're a level 27 robot looter, you're probably going to get the best loot out of these warriors. Like I said, that's not going to be me, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I want to kill some cool stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. And that's just it's a price I pay, right? I know I'm missing out on markup because of that, but again, I'm a player that hasn't deposited, right? I can stand to lose a little bit, right? You guys should be happy about that, right? If I get bad loot, you guys get better loot. So I'm doing it for you. Hit the like button right now to show your support. I don't know. I'm just saying that because most YouTubers say that, and it feels like a meme at this point, right? Like I'm not actually. Ooh, that was some pretty good loot right there. 18 PEDs, not too bad. Let's kill that robot. One hit, one kill. Bing, bang, boom. That's how you want to do it. But yeah, that whole like and subscribe, that's almost like a meme at this point. And I feel like if you're looking up Entropia Universe stuff, you're gonna run into me. If that's something you're interested in, you're probably gonna end up hitting the subscribe button at some point, right? I just say it because it's funny. Oh wow, that was overkill. I should not have used that gun for that mob. Sometimes I do stupid things, you know. And that's alright. I thought that was a warrior because I saw it from farther away, but it was not. Alright, let's go ahead and loot this. Where's that robot ship? Oh, it's right up here. Alright, let's head back up to the robot ship. There's going to be some warriors around there. Yeah, we're taking a while to go through this ammunition just because this is not a dense spawn, and this hill makes it very hard because you got to like pick your angles and really sort of get a good angle on stuff. Yeah, this is definitely not a spawn I'd recommend because if you're going out here to hunt warriors, they're a little lacking. Like, there's not a ton of them, and the spawn's very awkward, and you've got some of these very low-level mobs that you're going to have to take care of. And if you're out here to hunt these low-level mobs, the problem you're going to run into as well, there's warriors, and those guys are just going to blow you away. So, it's a very awkward spawn, but sometimes it's good to do those, right? No harm, no foul sort of thing. Let's kill that merp. So yeah, we've got some low-level robots. I feel like this is almost like a low-level spawn here. Oops, I did not mean to shoot that, just auto-targeted. It's okay, though. I'm looking at that radar for anything that's going to appear, like, farther away. Let's kill this thing before it takes too much damage off my armor. My MERP challenge rank increased. I'll have to remember to go and do something with that. That was not even one that I was going for. Alright, we got that guy. What do we have over here? Another one. Let's kill this thing real quick. This is just... What is this? I don't know. Alright. We're gonna go back up north. Let's see if we can find some more warriors, because this is just pointless, right? Like, if I'm out here to hunt merps and level 5 mobs, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good loot for me because I'm just overkilling by way too much. That's one of the things you've always got to pay attention to. If you're overkilling by way too much, you need to rethink your strategy. And when you're killing things in 2 shots, that's not good. Ideally, you can kill a mob in about, if you want to be most eco, I'd say if you can kill a mob on average in under a minute, but over sort of 30 seconds, you're good to go. I've got a mission where I've got to kill a lot of these guys, so let me just get that. It's a daily mission. I might as well complete it, right? If I run into them, I might as well kill them. What do we have here? Is this a warrior? Please, please, please be a warrior. And it's not. It's a merp. Alright, and this thing's probably going to attack me anyways. Oh, man. Talk about a hard spawn, right? These guys are not letting up. And see, these like one-hit kills are not good. That's not what I want. And I want something a little bit more challenging. This was supposed to be a challenging hunt here. Let's head back up. What do we have? Alright, we got this guy attacking me. Great. And that is... Oh, come on. Really? Alright, there we go. That guy was dodging. What do we have down here? No. Alright, let's head this way again. I hate to do this to you guys. I hate to do this where we just drag it out, but, you know. That's how it goes. Sometimes not every hunt is a successful hunt. Not every hunt is like bing, bang, boom, kill, kill, kill. Sometimes you end up like this, where it's a lot of trying to figure out where things are. And this is we're not getting any good loot here, so let's head down a little bit. If you guys saw that last 5,000 subscriber video, sometimes the key is just to leave an area, right? Like if the loot's not good, if the spawn isn't good, sometimes the key is just to pick a different area. I'm gonna go to Jason Center. That used to be a pretty decent place for bots. That was way long ago, but I'm thinking maybe it'll be good still. What do we have here? Oh, that's a merp. Alright, why do they show up on my radar so far away when they're level 5? That's what I want to know. Because these things really shouldn't be, but we'll just kill them anyways. Whatever, 2 hit kills, like these things we could do all day long. But this isn't why I put on vigilante armor. This isn't what we're out here to do. Let's head back. And yeah, the interesting thing about vigilante armor is it used to be a super expensive armor, but the price has definitely come down a bit now. A lot of people are going to recommend you use L armor, and my recommendation, I'm going to be doing a video on armor at some point here, but on something like vigilante, you're probably going to want to do it because that's not a general use case armor. Unless you really want to major in like hunting robots, there's no reason to get vigilante. Ghost is a really good all-around armor. That's why I recommend sort of getting it, even though it's on L. I know it's not the greatest, but sometimes it's good to get just because it's a good all-around armor. Vigilante is just good for things that shoot you. Robots used to play a way bigger role in Entropia Universe. It used to be like there were all these robot events and they were looting all this special stuff, and it was like really hip, really cool. You know, all the hipsters were doing it, killing them. Now, not so much. Times have changed, and if I had to do it again back in the day, I definitely would have bought the vigilante. I've gotten my money's worth out of it, but if I was a new player, a player that was looking to start now, I probably would buy a limited armor to hunt robots. So generally, I guess the way I do it, and I don't have any unlimited armors, or any limited armors, but the way I do it is if I was gonna hunt a mob once or twice or something like that, that's probably when I'd start thinking like, all right, what sort of limited armor can I use to do this? And if it's something that I'm going to see myself hunting a lot, or if it's armor that I'd use to hunt a bunch of different mobs, that's what Ghost is. I'd probably look at unlimited because it's easy, right? Like you don't have to always be building a full set. You don't have to worry about it, you know, decaying too much, and then you've got to try and track down a new one. It's there, and it always works. And I really do appreciate that, and that's why it's worth the extra markup to me. But again, you know, to each their own. That's the thing, too. Just because I say something doesn't mean it's right, because not everything I do is for eco. Originally, when I started and I was a free-to-play player, I still am a free-to-play player, actually. A lot of people are going to say I just slipped up there, but if it was that big of a deal, I would have edited it out, and I'm not going to do that. So, you make your call there. Anyways, yeah, if I was like a free-to-play player starting off, I didn't have deeds or anything like that making me money, it'd be a huge deal, right? Like, I probably would be, like, super iffy about it. Like, I wouldn't want to be spending money on an unlimited armor and losing decay and all those PEDs, and it's like, well, I'll just spend an extra hour to track down a full set, or whatever it is, or take that extra 1 week to track it down, whatever it takes, right? But now that I've been playing for a while and I've got that, like, the PED stream coming in from stuff, it's more of like, well, let's just, you know, it is what it is sort of thing. You know, let's pay a little bit extra and make life a little bit easier. It's worth it to me. Alright, so here we got level 9 drone. What do we have over here? Level 10? I guess we'll shoot these guys. They're going to go down pretty fast, though, with this gun, so I don't know if this is even going to be worth it. Ooh, actually, they're taking a few hits. So this is actually probably the perfect level for sort of my setup right here. It's going to be very hard for them to kill me, but at the same time, it's not going to be too hard for me. It's not too hard for me to kill them. Very hard for them to kill me, but at the same time, it's not a mob that's like a level 2, and I can just blow through them in 2 shots. So this is actually a pretty good all-around mob, and Jason Center is actually a pretty good place to come if you want to start hunting robots, like legitimately hunting robots, not just like hunting some of those prototypes that are level 2. Jason Center, I'd say it's a good place to go. Again, I don't know the loot. I haven't been here in forever, so I can't comment on the loot, but this is a good area to start. And you can see what I've got right now is definite overkill because I can just blow through these guys without them doing any damage to me. Yeah, he just hit me for a crit hit, and that was, what, 11? Like, not too hard at all. But yeah, you can see, like, robots aren't too bad. And even if you don't have Vigilante, like, you could probably come out with Ghost in the gun I've got right here, that EWE, and be able to kill them. So now what do we have up here? We got some more, ooh, I know there's some warriors and stuff around here, but honestly, like, we'll just take what we get if we go north. Run towards this thing. I don't know if it holds true, but I always just run towards the robot motherships and hope that there's robots there. And actually, I know it doesn't hold true, because literally we just spent the first half of this video doing that and it didn't hold true, but I don't know. Sometimes I just believe things that are not true, and I just stick with those beliefs, because I don't know. Oop, let's not do that. Oh, whatever. We'll bring a few of these guys in. I feel like that robot had something to give me. So we'll bring the rest of them in and see what happens. Go for the gold. And by gold, I mean the global. The gold swirlies. That's what we need. We're not going to get it with level 8. Level 8's a little bit too low to be going for the globals. Here, what we're going for more is just sort of markup, honestly. Like, we're not going for those big loots because these drones aren't going to give it. But I think some of this stuff probably has a little bit better than average markup, like 103%, 103%. So if you look at this, a lot of this stuff has 103% markup, whereas I think animal muscle oil is just a little bit less. Whether that's a big deal or not really depends on who you are, but you can just eke out a little bit more there. So it might be something that you could actually like pull a decent amount of money from if you really know what you're doing and you really have optimized everything and you have a buyer and you're not selling on auction and the winds align correctly and, you know, your energy bill's low enough. I don't know, but like, you know, there's a scenario where this could actually work out better than most mobs for you, just because their average loot is going to be 1% higher, basically, because of that markup. Or not even 1% higher, but a little bit higher. You guys get what I'm saying. And again, you'd really have to analyze it too, because it's like, it's 1% higher, but what are the chances that you loot an item, and what would be the markup on that item? That's a huge thing to take into consideration. So your average loot, you're making about 101% on, because it's going to be shrapnel. So anytime you can make a little bit more than that, you can increase that overall average. That's good for you. But sometimes it's better to just think like, I'm going to go big and I'm going to get, you know, I don't know, some big item, right? Like maybe you're losing an extra % overall for your average hunt, but there's a better chance that you can get one hunt that's going to bring in, you know, 20,000 PEDs. Maybe it's worth the gamble. Maybe it's worth that risk, right? It's, you know, to each their own. That's the thing. I can't tell you guys what to do, but it's always something to consider. It's always good to talk markup, right? I feel like that's one of the more interesting topics in Entropia Universe. Markup, how to make a profit, everything like that, because that's so complicated, right? Like, it's so easy to say just grab a gun and shoot stuff. That's easy, but to say like you've got to optimize it correctly and actually the stats aren't out there, they're not given out by anyone, you've got to run those yourself and figure it out yourself. It's like this game that you're playing where you're dealing with like mathematics and critical thinking, but at the same time you're not really stressing yourself out, right? Like Fortnite, there's a lot of critical thinking, a lot of just figuring out like, is this angle right, can someone get at me, blah blah blah, but it's very stressful. A game like this, you can sit back, you can drink a beer, you can relax. It's a game from a sort of bygone era, right? It's a game from way back in the day when like people would just play games to sit down and relax for a couple hours. They've got a movie running in the background and you're hanging out with your friends and everything's cool. Like, it's not a competitive game, right? Like, you're not playing everybody. Like, 20 minutes doesn't make a difference. You can walk away from your computer and come back and everything's chill. There's no big deal if you die. You don't lose your stuff. Like, it's a game from that sort of generation, and honestly, it appeals to me because that was sort of the heyday of my video gaming career, I guess, if you want to call it that, right? So that's it has a special place in my heart, and that's why I like Entropia Universe sort of speaks to it. It was a game I played when I really got into gaming. Ooh, we increased that drone challenge. We got 2 challenges in this one. We got the MERPs and the drones. Both those were very low-level challenges, though, so don't think I'm going to be getting any sort of crazy skill gains here. Ooh, that was good. 1 PD looter. But yeah, it speaks to that time when things were just a little bit simpler. Yeah, I don't know. I think for a lot of people that's what Entropia brings. It's a game that you can sit back and play. You don't have to stress about it. After a hard day of work, you can come back, do it. You can apply a little bit of critical thinking, or you can just go out and mindlessly mine or hunt or whatever. It's good like that. I really do like that. And that's probably why I keep coming back. I see a few people every now and then comment on my video. They're like, this game's so boring. There's no action, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, that's... in a way, like, that's the point. Like, there is action. It is exciting. It's just not the same type. There's no adrenaline, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe if I got an all-time high or something, there's going to be some adrenaline. But generally, there's no adrenaline. Generally, I'm sitting back and relaxing. And I really like that. That's something I miss. I want more games like this. But yeah, I can see why. Like, if you're younger and you're all about like Fortnite and these games that give you that like big boost, this big like boom, you got energy, you're like going. Entropia is not that, but it is something else. And I don't know why I'm defending it to you guys. Anyone I'm talking to, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm curious though. If you disagree with me, let me know why. Like, do you think of Entropia as like a high stress game? I'm very curious. I'm sure there's probably going to be a few people that are like spending a lot to think of it that way maybe. But like your average player, I think this is a fairly like relaxing, chill game. Like you spend a couple bucks and you get to relax. It's the same as like going to a bar or something like that, except way cheaper. Like right now, if I was at a bar, I'd probably be spending 10 times what I'm spending on this hunt. Easy. Because, yeah, I'm spending 5 PDs, what, $5? Yeah, I'd spend about 10 times that probably. If I'm going for, like, a night out versus a night playing Entropia, Entropia is definitely going to be the cheaper of the two options. Alright, so we got that kill. Let's kill one more, and then we're going to head in. I've got to head in because I need that repair terminal. So what we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and equip this portable TT. Let's use that. Let's hit that T button. Now let's go ahead and add everything up. This is a little trick here. You can actually leave this up, and as you're running, as you're hunting, you can just drop stuff in, supposedly. Let's see if that works. Yep, just like that. So right now we've got this teleporter counting down, and we're totaling up our loot. That's a nice little trick right there. Pro tip for those of you guys who are interested. And you can see our total loots, we're running about 53 PEDs. We got to add the gun in, so 54.35 PEDs. That's not too bad. We made about 4.35 PEDs profit when you just count the bullets. We're going to get back and see what that armor decay and that gun decay is. And that's probably going to put us in the negative, but we're not going to be too far. We're probably looking at a loss of maybe like 5 to 10 PEDs. But let's head in and find out, right? And then I can end this and answer that PM because I'm very curious what they were saying, and I hate it when I don't respond to you guys, but I do have a good reason. I don't like to show those PMs on. I don't like to show them on a video, and I don't want to do the work of editing it out. So the best way to do it is just not to answer. So again, remember we got to pull 4 PDs off this one, because of that like decay that was already there. So yeah, if you run the math on this, we're running about 5 PEDs that we lost. So that's not too bad. 5 PEDs lost on a 50 PED hunt. Not bad. I'll take it. It was a pretty good hunt. We got to kill some robots. We got some skills, and that's that, folks. This ran a little bit longer than I was expecting, but thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you got questions, comments, or video requests, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, until next time, peace.